Well, coming up, San Diego Seniors Community Foundation awarded $350,000 to empower and strengthen local seniors and nonprofits.
The foundation's director, Christopher Kelly, will join us, and we'll be chatting with Allie about the benefit the local communities will receive. We'll have that conversation when we return.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Diego. The San Diego Seniors Community Foundation awarded $350,000 to 11 local senior centers and nonprofit organizations as part of their Empower San Diego Senior Centers grant program. Joining me now to share more is the foundation's director, Christopher Kelly. Hi, Christopher.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having us.
So tell me a little bit about how this all works, because that's a very large sum of money, and how is this going to help seniors in our community?
Yeah, it's a big deal. You know, we're the San Diego Seniors Community Foundation. We're the first community foundation in the country, if not the world, that focuses on senior issues. And so we're raising money and granting it back out to the community, raising awareness about seniors. And so it's a big number to help out senior centers, because we're looking at San Diego. Guys, there's going to be 950,000 people over the age of 60 in the year 2030. That's in 7 years. We're not ready.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do about it? So we are running around and trying to raise money and ask the communities and philanthropy and government to really look at seniors and pump it up, and let's do this. So with senior centers, we're looking at senior centers saying, hey, we need to build sophisticated senior centers, a whole network throughout San Diego to help all of us that are going to age in San Diego, which is hopefully all of us will be a senior someday.
Right. And so how are these donations, what are they going to help these senior centers with?
Well, the big thing is they're underfunded, understaffed, and so what we're doing is we're putting in place we have a couple executive directors, we've paid their salary. We're hiring staff to go into these senior centers. Also instructors, you know, yoga, arts, different concerts, different programming. They're usually volunteer people, so we're paying for those instructors to go to these senior centers and conduct these incredible programming. So if you don't have good leadership, you don't have paid leadership, you have a high turnover, and you don't have accountability if it's volunteer. So that's what this grant is all about. Even funnier, we were talking about we have young kids.
Mm-hmm.
This is a stressful time for us. We have young kids, we have aging parents. We need a place for mom and dad to go. But also there's those people that are elder orphans. There's about an estimated 130,000 elder orphans in San Diego that have no one to turn to and trust, and that's why we exist and the senior centers exist. So, but another cool thing to mention is Lawrence Family Jewish Community Center.
Yeah.
They took the kid camp program and they're kind of building that into a senior camp. So now there'll be a place for people to go to for a camp for a couple weeks, meet new friends, do a couple, great stuff that all the camp involves.
Well, and I think also making these centers attractive for people to want to utilize what they have going on and make it affordable for those seniors to have some of the activities to do.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we want a place that you want to go to and hang out. And we joke all the time, what's a senior center? We're talking about the community asset that's in the community, in the neighborhood, where you can go down the street that the community is involved with. This isn't a place where you live. This is a community center. But we joke that if you look around San Diego, where's a really funny place that people hang out that you can consider a senior center? Well, the San Diego Yacht Club. Now, I'm a member. You go there. Yeah. It's pretty much a senior center. Hanging out. There's all these cool activities that happen there. But with the senior center, we do capital upgrades. We're doing a lot of outdoor, activities. We're making the patio space a lot more welcoming. So if something like COVID were to happen again, but also welcoming people back. We're putting in new flooring. A lot of the buildings here in San Diego are about 50 years old, so they're very clinical. But we want, open spaces and all this cool stuff that people want to go and hang out.
And so what do you guys do now? What will happen next? I mean, will you try to raise more money, raise funds in order to continue this work that you're doing now, I would imagine? Yeah,
well, thanks to the Somm Family Foundation that we're able to deploy this amount of money. And we do a lot of grant cycles throughout the year. We focus on the 501c3 nonprofits. These are usually volunteer run. We do have city park and rec operated ones we'll be granting later later on this year. And then we have the No Senior Loan campaign.
Right.
As I said, there's 130,000 elder orphans in San Diego, and they really need our help. And less than 3% of charitable dollars go towards seniors, because we're not kids or puppies. But guess what? We're all going to be old, hopefully. So we really need people to look at the senior and really help us out. And so we have the No Senior Loan campaign, where during the month of December, we grant out monies to senior centers to put on holiday events, because the most loneliest time for a senior is around the holidays. So we ask the community and different companies to donate, and we put on these huge events all during the month of December to attract people to the senior center and have a vibrant life and a party and meet new friends. I mean, maybe you're recently widowed. Maybe you just moved to San Diego because your kids lived here and you moved from Arizona, Zonies. But it's things like that that we're after.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in, talking a little bit about where this money will go to. We appreciate your time this morning, Christopher Kelly.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Well,